Good morning, everybody. Danny Shay here. Back from Shasta. Woohoo! Wow, what a trip. I am missing it, though. It's like, because I wasn't hooked into news, and I just feel out of sorts here. Weird. So, yeah, but I have been catching up on the news. Oy, oy, oy. You know, we keep saying, the people who voted for this insanity, it has to get worse before they realize that they need to switch paths. You know, the MAGA folk have to like really be hurt. And I'm like, well, okay, but how do we deal with it? I mean, oh my God. Besides like moving to Shasta and turning off the TV, which I think is probably the best thing to do. But, you know, I'm conflicted because if there's something that we can do to help, then we need to know what's going on. Do we? I don't know. But, so I'm going to read on a couple of things today. I'm going to read on Lisa Murkowski. Oh, geez. I'm going to read on the swamp and some of the stuff that's in the Senate bill. Let's see if it's going to go back to the Senate. We'll look at that. But before I do, thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for watching, joining. I appreciate you hitting the subscribe button and likes if you choose to. Okay, so before I get going with this, as always with my readings, at least I try to put this in the front. Let's do just a little bit of higher vibe, energetic stuff with this. And I'm using a new deck, two new decks. This is Rebecca Campbell's Healing Waters. I got this up in Shasta. And I thought let's pull 3 healing water cards. And so as we're navigating these crazy waters that we're in, not crazy Maxine waters, anti-Maxine, we need a little more of her in Congress, like standing up and going, hell no, Lisa Murkowski. John Fetterman. Oh man. So I need some healing waters. Speaking of healing waters, say hello to PsychicDuck, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all. Good to see you. Good to be here. Really? Yeah. I like Shasta. Do you really? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I guess we should say, in case you didn't know, PsychicDuck says for entertainment purposes only. I like the way Libby phrases it. Libby. For the censors. For the censors. Entertainment only. For us. It should be entertainment, but god dang. All right, healing waters. Healing waters. What is the message? And y'all can, some of these will resonate, some of them won't. Pick one that is closest to resonating and just think about it for a little bit. Jump into them healing waters. The healing waters of the West. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. I just read the little comment on the back and I'm thinking to myself, and I flipped into a little, you know, what do they call it? A sophomoric humor. In the second card, I went, no shit, Sherlock. Remember that term? Like, where did that come from? Okay, the first card we get is the Well Maidens. I don't think I've ever heard of the Well Maidens. Well, let me think about it. And it's kindness, respect, reverence, compassion. And here's the Well Maidens. When I looked in Shasta, the message that we were getting, that many of us were getting, was that we are anchors for world peace. And I did a video on Sunday about it. I may have not been as clear as I could have been with that. I remember laying out the cards and going, too many cards. You threw too many cards. And I go, well, I threw what the mountain told me to throw. So, I don't know. But it may have gotten, I could have made it simpler, I think. But kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. And it's really hard for me with this card right now to find compassion when I read the news and I see how these weak leaders are not standing up. I find it hard to show kindness and compassion. But this is telling me drop into the energy of the Well Maidens. And again, I'm going to have to look into that because it feels kind of cool, and it's a little bubblish, a little isolated. And there's a couple of things up here, I think 2 people up there. So I will have to look at the book. The next one, this is the no shit Sherlock. The next one is Metamorphosis. Embrace transformation. That was okay. Things are now different. Yeah, really? Here's the card. Embrace I'm going to zoom it in so if you can see that. And it looks like crystals. It looks like there may be somebody crouching down, but it feels like it's crystalline energy. And coming from Mount Shasta, there's the Lemurian crystals that we get, the Lemurian crystals that are, oh, this is a better one to show you. This is my sail crystal. But I think you can see the ridges here. That is knowledge infused into the crystal. Knowledge steps. Not that anyone is higher than the other, but just different notches in it. At least that's my interpretation of this. And the Lemurians infused their records, their Akashic records, into crystals. And so they use them for healing, they use them for knowledge base, and it reminds me of, what was the Time Machine, where they had the crystal thing spinning. So this metamorphosis that we're going through, and I could use my galactic heritage that would really give us a clearer outside picture, but it feels like we're going through this shift, we're going through this change, and it's, I keep hearing, make sure that we're above the fray, that we're observing and not absorbing. But I'm struggling with that because I watch the news. The next one is This is another hard one too. The pink dolphin. Celebrate fun, unbridled joy, and open heart. Wow. Wow. So the basis of this is to find respect, kindness, compassion in this metamorphic change. And don't forget to have fun with this time. Find some fun. And here's where I go with this. When the Ukraine war first started, I was saying, I am going to enjoy my life, my time for them because they can't now. They're being bombed. So many people are struggling. So if we can find joy in something that we do and for them that can't. Does that make sense? Or am I just being selfish and just going, I'm just going to be happy all the time. I'm going to start drinking. No, that won't work. That won't work. Day drinking. Oh, good Lord. All right. The second new deck I got. I got this from the giveaway in Mount Shasta. This is the white Newman deck. And look, it opens from the bottom, and then it comes out into another thing, and then it opens in there. And I've never seen a tarot deck open from the bottom, but when I was in Shasta, I saw this one and another one that somebody had. I go, well, I must be new. Must be new. All right. So as with new decks, they are hard to shuffle. So for us newbies shuffling, if you break them in half, they shuffle, don't break them, but split them in half, they shuffle a lot easier, and then you can shuffle, put them all together again. But at least you're getting them mixed up a little bit, putting your energy on it. And a lot of people got new cards, and so how do you guys charge up your cards? It was easy in Shasta. Put them out at the base of the mountain. I spread out a crystal cloth, and I charged up my crystals, set some decks out. PsychicDuck was playing in that energy, just swimming around. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I know it was. But if you're not in that area, what do? When I first got my deck, and put it in the comments below if you choose to. When I first got my decks, someone said, in crystals and like a pendulum, something that you would use a lot, they said put it under your pillow, sleep with it. And I'm thinking, that makes my pillow lumpy. I won't be able to sleep. I got lumpy pillows because I have all the tarot cards under there. I like to charge them up outside. I also, you can smudge them. Salt cleanses. What else? A lot of times just holding them with intention and clearing the space, putting a crystal on top of them too. Okay. I do have things written down. It's not like I'm avoiding it. I am. Don't go into the dark. Step into the light. Step into the light. No, don't. Don't step into the light. It's kind of, what was that, Poltergeist? What was that little girl? Uh-oh. Something just fell. Hang on. Okay, all good. Disaster narrowly averted. That was that. Remember, in music reference, a Grateful Dead song about a monkey driving a train. And somebody on the album said this was a disaster narrowly averted. I hope that we are in that metamorphic time. I don't even know if that's a word, but that we are going to narrowly avert this disaster. Maybe that's what I should throw on first. Not the Grateful Dead, but the monkey driving the train. All right, let me get the name of that song. Okay, the name of the song is Monkey and the Engineer. For all you deadheads out there. Now you guys are going to go, all right, cool. Grateful Dead. I'm going to day smoke. Not day drink, day smoke. Or maybe you're going to start doing some electric Kool-Aid. Ooh, lordy. All right. So, will we avert this disaster as it seems to be going? Using, what is it? The White Newman. So there's a special card. It's called the White Newman, and there's another card that's the Black Newman that is in this tarot deck. Whew. Are we going to narrowly avert it? 8 of Wands. Yikes. That looks like a can of worms. I'm just saying. So I used this deck for the first time up in Shasta, and I didn't get a lot of normal tarot messages like the 8 of Wands, which is things coming really fast, you know, information coming really fast. That doesn't feel like information. That just feels like a can of worms. So I'm going to be reading these very intuitively, very visually. And those of you who do read tarot, you can add your other stuff in it. Are we going to narrowly avert this can of worms? Magic, the Magician. Yeah, it feels like, yes, that we will with this. That's the challenge. Now, in other decks, I would say that this is a 45 card, in that he's always saying, look over there while he does something over here. But this feels like this magician has a little sword of truth, a magic wand over here, that he is going to, he's kind of surprised. He's flipped his head around. He's kind of surprised at the can of worms that were opened up. It's like, whoa, he's looking at the worms. Whoa, is that what we want? And then, okay, just a couple other things. He's got, looks like a snake, big snake here, and another snake going up his staff. So he's recreating something. There is a newness to this that is coming. At the base of the reading is the 7 of Pentacles. I look at this and I go, oh, is that a slow moving 7 of Pentacles? 7 of Pentacles is review and looking at things. There's new growths coming. So we have 7 of Pentacles, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's other, looks like discs sprouting new growth. So yeah, we're not out of it, but yeah, we will avoid this can of worms. We have the Page of Pentacles. New ideas walking, new confidence. Check out that dude. Yeah, I got this. I got this. Even though my eyes are shaded, comfortably walking, they picked up one of these. Yeah, that's in the past though, as it relates. And I feel like that is our awareness of what we can do, what we can bring. And then we got the Ten of Pentacles. This is normally my Republican card, family money. But it feels like in this deck, we have some staying, we have some leaving. We have two white dogs. They're probably white Newmans. And I might be mispronouncing that. But it looks like one is staying, but the other two are going, I've had enough. One is looking back and saying, you sure you don't want to come with us? And the other one's going, no, I'm out of here. I'm out of the weeds. And they're in a little bit of weeds. Am I reading too much into this? I don't know. And we have the karmic wheel of fortune. Things are spinning. Things are changing. This is a karmic lesson that we have, that we are going through. And if I go back to, the Metamorphosis card here, it's the change that we need to go through. Excuse me. That we need to go through. The change that we need to go through. Internally, what is going on with this can of worms? Page of Swords. The first thing that I saw in this deck is the wind blowing. A whirlwind. And this page grabs her sword and is taking charge. Putting her face to the wind and going, it's not going to defeat. Externally, wow, death. Are we going to get through this can of worms? Well, either we're going to die or we're going to be reborn. I'm always saying that this is death rebirth card. I think this is the death of the can of worms. It's being positive. Hopes and fears that we can go back to a simpler time, the Six of Cups, being more innocent, having more magic. And it's kind of curious that this woman is offering a cup and it's got a heart bubble. I really, really like these cards. All right, and final outcome is a Page of Wands. New information coming, young information. This is not where we're not going back to the old way. There's no way we're going back to the old way. Too much has been destroyed, lost, and I keep thinking back to Intuitive Views message when Kim said that Kamala Harris will not win or shouldn't win, that this is, if Trump is winning, that it is the quickest way to reset. If Kamala Harris was in the presidency, things would have been really slow in the metamorphosis, in the change. And I feel that. You feel a lot of the anxiety and the fight would just be going and going and going, the right versus the left. And now people are waking up to see that is, this is not the way forward. We're not there yet, though. Not there. I talked to one of my Republican people, and they're still holding strong. So they're not there yet. All right. Yep, they're not there yet. We still have heartbreak to go. Three of Swords. They got to be stabbed in the back. And this can of worms, I think, will do that. One more. And they're going to have to make a decision with the Two of Wands about how they want the higher order of things. So are we going to get rid of, are we going to get out of this can of worms that we're in? Is it going to, are we going to, or are we just going to be stuck in this? We need to be stuck more. I'm sorry to say. But we have this page energy. Feel that. Look at that. But yeah, we do have some more heartache to go through. Yeah. It's the Wheel of Fortune as it spins. Okay. All right, all right, all right. You know, it's good and bad. All right, let's look at Lisa Murkowski. What? So, in some of the things that I read, here's her statement. She goes, let's not kid ourselves. This has been an awful process. Okay? The frantic rush to meet an artificial deadline that has tested every institution and every limit of this institution. Okay, she had a chance to say, no, I'm not following this artificial deadline. She didn't. While we have worked to improve the present bill for Alaska, okay, she is an Alaskan senator. However, but isn't there something about united we stand, divided we fall? This is the United States. It should be about the whole United States while looking at your state as well, sure. She added, it is not good enough for the rest of our nation, and we all know it. But we all didn't do something about it. You had the opportunity. You had the position to do something about it. I kind of thought maybe I'd like her. Or something that she stood for. I don't know. My sincere hope that this is not the final product. You gave up. This bill needs more work across chambers, is not ready for the president's desk. But yet, you signed off on it to go to the president's desk. Oh, we need to work together to get this right. Now, okay. She did get some concession for her state. The whaling captain tax deduction went from $10,000 to $50,000. Let's kill whales. Now, I read a couple of things, different things. One just said a whaling captain. The other said an Eskimo whaling captain or an indigenous. So that's still a big deduction. What are they making money off of this? Or I don't get it. I don't get it. That's the more pain. That's it. That's being stabbed in the back. For us healers who go with whale energy. Okay. John Fetterman, another one I mentioned yesterday. He's like, I want to be on the beach. I'm like, get together with a Republican who has your ear and make this better for America. We all know how it's going to turn out. They just they're resigned to letting somebody else do things. Let's just do a quick 411 on Lisa Murkowski. I don't want to stay with that energy for very long. Where's the spine? Where's the backbone of these people? You know, do they have to quit? Do they have to quit so that they have a voice? I think that's... I mean, Elon Musk saying we're going to start a new party. Now, not that I like what Musk is doing. It was weird because I thought that he was an innovator. I'm like, ooh, space, cool, yeah. I mean, I'm a space guy. In case you didn't know, the Teslas, they were cool cars. Now they're just like the other cars, or the EVs, are going way past them. Way more technology. So now I'm not, you know, obviously not so thrilled with Muskrat. I was being kind. Looking at that first card, compassionate. I say. So, starting a new party. Yeah. Let's get a party with a backbone. The backbone party. Okay. Lisa Murkowski. Let's just do... I'm going to do 3. No, I'll do 6. 2. 4. 5. 6. What's the 411? How's she feeling now? How's she feeling without her backbone? Here we go. Let's drop it down. Y'all can see. This is like heavy. I'm not in a good mood. It's like, I'm sorry if it's so blah. 2 of Wands. She's got a decision to make. She had something in her hand and she kind of let it go. 2 of Wands. This could be information coming to her. That's normally what this is. But it feels like she let it go into the can of worms. She's got that big old snake worm around her. Foolish. Or she's going on a new journey. I think it's kind of foolish. At the base of the reading is balance. Temperance card. I'm not sure where I was going to go. She's got the High Priestess in the back. One of the things when I pulled this card, I was going to go, hey, there's no naked pictures in here. Well, there is here, so I'll just leave it. I'll leave it down there so you can't see it. So I'll just put on that naked piece for entertainment only. Oh, Danny. What the hell's the matter with you? That was Psychic Duck talking in his gruff voice. High Priestess in the past, she did have some intuitiveness, some magic with her, some secret sauce. But I think she lost it. That's in the past. At the top of the reading is the Queen of Pentacles. Is she getting money? What's this Queen of Pentacles about? Feels like she's just done. Yeah, I got it. I got everything I need. I don't need anything more. You know, I got my Alaskan points in. I got things for Alaska, but yeah, so it's good. It's just me. It's good. And potential near future. The 3 of Pentacles. This is normally working together with somebody. But in this deck, So when I look at this, I go, where are the plans in a normal Three of Pentacles? Is this dark money, Russian money? Certainly she can see Russia from her kitchen window. For those of you who remember John McCain era, she had the ability in the position to be a John McCain, and she wasn't. So she's looking at Russia through her kitchen window. But in this card, I don't see Russia in it so much, but I see body, mind, and spirit. So let's go a little further with this. So here we got Lisa Murkowski, the 411. Feels like she's now realizing she's kind of a fool. She's in this introspective place. She doesn't need to worry. She's Lisa Murkowski, right? She could retire and do nothing and sit in her lap of luxury. Has anybody started talking about how all of what this awful bill is going to do is strip millions of people out of their health care? Has anybody talked about congressional health care? I haven't heard about it yet. Why do they get to keep their health care? That was a big thing. You all should have our health care. See how you like it. I think they should. Okay, here we go, sideways. I think, PsychicDuck. Yeah, I want to do it. I'm there. I want to do that. Let's have all of the congressional people, both in the Senate and in the House. Let's have them go through PsychicDuck for their health care. Yeah, let me have it. Let me do it. I reject anything they ask for. Well, that's not the point. Well, that's what I'll do. A little compassion, PsychicDuck. Jeez. I think he's crankier than me. Okay. Let's see. So normally, this is the general feel of it when I pull 6 cards. And then when I drop around to the outside, that is when we get a little future energies. So let's just see what the future energies for Lisa Murkowski are. What are the future energies? Present, internal. What is the future energies for Lisa Murkowski? The internal, 9 of Wands. She got beat up, and she is getting beat up on this. She didn't look, if you look at it really closely, for those of you on a big screen, she does not look happy here. And I know that is not a puppet, but it looks like she's holding up a puppet. It's more of a talisman type thing, a lantern. Okay. Externally, enough said. 10 of Swords, stabbed in the back. I don't know who she stabbed in. I don't know if she got stabbed in the back or we got stabbed in the back. I think it's going to come around and get her. Hopes and fears. Oof. That she doesn't lose her head. For entertainment only. This is not a physical thing. But the 7 of Swords is the spy that sneaks into camp, takes some defenses, leaves some there, but takes a large portion of the defenses. But in this deck, you can see what's going on. That's like, yikes. Yikes. Okay, and the final outcome, the Empress. Now, this is a Russia card. the Empress. This is also a birth, abundance card too. Body, mind, spirit. Here's again 3, body, mind, spirit, abundance. Let's clarify this because I'm not quite sure where this is going. The riches of the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, they're like, we have it all, we're good. Sun card, well, that is good. Illumination and overseas. Again, 3 of Wands. Lots of 3s here. This 3 of Wands overseas, watching ships come in, watching them. She's not looking at the sea though. She's looking at the land and she's got her foot on the snake. She's 2 of Swords. She's got a decision to make. It's not easy. She's underwater a little bit. And she's got the Tower moment. This is a scary Tower moment. Look at, also, again, 3 swords in this guy's chest for entertainment only. This is, it really feels like she did a number and it's coming back to haunt her a little bit. So, she knows she was foolish. It's just coming back. Oh, all right. I didn't want to read that much on her, but I did. Lisa. I just want to look at Maga. What's going on with them? What's going on? What are they? I gotta reformulate the question. Hang on. Where I want to go. I want to look at where Maga is getting its news source. It feels like you've got Elon Musk versus Trump. You've got Steve Bannon saying a lot of things. Even Joe Rogan is coming out and saying some stuff against Maga. So they're getting to be a divided place. Fox News is still, you know, spewing its lies. And I'm hoping that when we flip things, if we can flip things, I don't know, if our elections are still being manipulated by who I think manipulated our elections, why do you think that we're going to have this blue tsunami? I think if Elon Musk gets pissed at Trump, then yeah, he won't have his fingers in the pie, so to speak. Okay, MAGA news outlets. What's the 411 on all these little MAGA news outlets? Are they still cohesive? Are they going to be the downfall of, help with the downfall of Trump? They're getting money from Russia with the Empress card. There's the Sun card, full illumination, having fun in the sun. Just passed over a cliff, it looks like. 3 of Wands, looking at things overseas, the Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands, new information coming, yes. Queen of Cups, oh. Okay, let me drop this down. The MAGA news information that they get. The MAGA news information. Is that going to keep going? Is it going to split MAGA? what is going on with it. It feels like it is gonna split Maga. So when I look at this spread here, the Empress, the Sun, Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Their news information, what they're getting, the Seven of Swords especially, someone sneaking into camp and taking someone hostage, it looks like. So it feels like they are splitting. You've got this big Russian influence overseas, but it feels like someone is being taken out of the situation. New information coming. Big new information coming. There's a lot of hands that are trying to reach for this Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of news outlets, and you can see them all represented with these hands that's vying for the Empress money. And you have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is well, for those who have followed me, this is my Democratic female energy card, the Lotus. Not saying that is her, but that immediately comes into my awareness. You have this slow-moving change to a calming female presence that has a secret in that cup. The hopes and fears, you have the wish card. We wish. But the final outcome with these MAGA news outlets that are all vying to get the big story is the Black Newman. And the Black Newman indicates a void, pending loss, corrosion. And you can see this news outlets, they are being corroded. You look at Tucker Carlson slamming Ted Cruz. I can't watch that enough. It is priceless. It is so good. But they still have this King of Pentacles, this money, money, money card. And they've got the Devil card as well. So these three cards are all like the King of Pentacles, which a lot of times I refer to as Trump, is in between these two really dark forces. Void, addiction, manipulation, being... So there is a corrosive element to this news cycle that is breaking them apart a little bit. It feels like they're all reaching for the same news. But that Queen of Cups in the external position with a surprise in her cup. Interesting, right? It's like there's all this toxic energy and then you get the Queen of Cups. I mean, you did have the Sun card. So that was like, ooh, what is the illumination that's coming forth? That's the challenge card. And the Queen of Cups has a secret in there. So let's look at the more progressive side of news with the Bulwark, the Midas touch, the whatever it is. I just wish that these guys would stop the sensational hits, because they go, oh, I saw this thing with Bush and Obama destroy, completely crushed. What just happened? And then you look at it and it was just like, There was no complete crush. There was no complete destroy. You're using Maga terminology. They completely obliterated Iran's nuclear program. So stop it. And stop asking me for money. Jeez. Please subscribe. Give me money. Oh, by the way, here's a commercial. Hi, everybody. My name's PsychicDuck, and I want you to contribute to my duck pond. I just need 1 drop of water, and if I get enough people to drop enough drops of water, I'll have a pond that I can swim in. Thank you for your support. All right. A little commercial by PsychicDuck. All right, what is our news cycle for the progressives? Is it CNN? Is it MSNBC? You know, is it YouTube? Is it tarot readers? How are we getting our messages across? How are we getting our news messages across to make a change? And maybe that's what how I should have phrased it with the other one, but I didn't. Well, we do like our news. We are comfortable and in partnership with what is being said. It's being challenged by the illusion delusion, the different choices of what gives us comfort. So I think there's a discernment that needs to play into our news gathering too, of where we get it from. Certainly with CNN, ABC, with all these people paying Trump not to be in his crosshairs, it is not a free and fair press anymore. We have the 4 of Cups, a little meditation, being quiet. This is another discernment card, but this is being offered something that we're not looking at. We're kind of reaching for it, but we haven't reached that cup. Is that the Queen of Cups cup? In the past is the King of Wands. This is interesting. It looks like he's dropping news. He's dropping a flame from his hand. This King of Wands, bringing forth powerful information. In the past, we have the Queen of Wands in the sky, overshadowing the reading. We've got some, maybe a new group of news. Oh, and I like this. Speaking of, look what she's got in her hand, lifting up. Blue flame, violet flame. So, okay, sideways. Oh my gosh, I want to keep this under an hour. But up in Shasta, there is an energy, an ascended master called Saint Germain. And the female part of that twin flame is Lady Portia. And she is represented via Castle Craig, I think. I don't know that much about her, so I may be misspeaking here, for entertainment only. And Saint Germain has not been one that I really connect with, even though I've been to Shasta many times. I did get a better sense of Saint Germain in that he is one of the ascended masters to help us get into the age of Aquarius. And when I read that, I went, ooh. And I'm like, okay, I'm on board. And so I got a bigger sense with that. This is the blue flame of the Queen of Wands. This, he's dropping the old flame down onto the ground, which is still powerful, but the Queen is offering up a blue flame. The age of Aquarius, maybe? Okay, cool. All right, let's drop it back down again. Let's keep playing. All right. So our news cycles, we're moving on. There's a movement here. And it's water. That could be water too. That could be what PsychicDuck is feeling. King of Swords, internally, give us the harsh truth. Let's get some cutting truth. Let's get some real hard evidence with what's going on. New beginning, new project, new way forward, lots of green. Lots of interesting that the other news cycle for where Maga gets its news was the Ace of Clubs, beating you over the head with it, right? Passionate, beating you. This is a new path forward, new project, new wealth, new way to look at things. Hopes and fears, worry, sleeping, not good dreams, and the final outcome, the Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is bringing truth in the face of the wind, very stable. The horse has 4 of its hoofs on the ground, facing the wind. She has the sword pointing straight up. She's got this. Clarified by the Page of Cups. A new path forward with some calming energy. News coming from an unexpected source with this Page of Cups. And then we have body, mind, and spirit. 3 of Pentacles. I do not get, maybe that's why I don't get it. So I never got the Russian influence with this card, the 3 of Pentacles, where they're building a church and could be dark money. And I go, but I never get this. It's body, mind, spirit. It's like being completely balanced in giving and receiving. And so I see 1, 2, 3, and then I see 4, 5, 6. So when you look at the 6 of Pentacles, even though those look like little buttons, but I saw that as a pentacle, that's giving and receiving. Okay. So it feels like that our news is going to still be battling each other. Our news is going to go through some kind of transformation. We still need discernment in what we're getting. We're going to be moving on to some new platform, I feel, that's going to give us new truth, new information. And this feels a lot cleaner and a lot more of body, mind, spirit. The other ones, I mean, they had the Black Newman, they had the Tower, I mean, they had the Devil. They're not getting the right news. Now, how do we let them know that? Well, that's for another reading. All right, y'all. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all. Be good this weekend. I'm going to try to get on Friday, but that's the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. Fly the flag proudly if you choose to. The neighbor up here put in, we fly this flag for freedom for everyone. The freedom to speak the truth, the freedom to love who we want to love, the freedom for trans people, LGBTQ people, LGBTQ plus, I can't get them all, people of color, immigrants. Oh my gosh, you know, they're doing, just, I gotta go, because it's that devil energy when I think about the prisons that they're setting up in Florida. It's just evil. It's just awful. And they're going to process them in Florida, and it's right next to a airline airport, a runway. So they're going to fly them in, drop them off, process, and ship them off. Unbelievable. All right, I got to switch energy. So I am going to go back to the original cards. We are in a metamorphosis. Hang out with the well maidens and do our best to have fun with the pink dolphins. Thank you guys for watching again. Peace and love.